Kindly subscribe to YouTube channel and follow on Facebook page at Dr. Zabby's Talk Show.
Listen to these Africans.
You not only talk about the GMOs, you're also looking at alternatives. And it's because of that I became a farmer. You know, I grow beans, I grow maize and other vegetables. Now, what exactly are the problems? Seeds are the foundation of human and animal life on earth. Whoever that controls your seed controls your life, as you heard on that. Now, the second thing I want to establish is that you are what you eat. The third one is let your food be your medicine. That's what the father of medicine, Hippocrates, said to us. Then we need to also look at the food labeling. These are the issues on this GMO debate. We look at the food labeling. We look at another one that nobody seems to talk about, the glyphosate. Now, what are GMOs? We've talked so much about what are GMOs. And you heard the guy talk about transgenic modification. The danger that we have is not, you know, a lot of times when you talk about this, they tell you, oh, you're anti-science, you're not supporting biotechnology. We love biotechnology. We want to grow with technology as technology is growing. But the problem we have is what we're doing in Nigeria and in some other places. But I want to focus on Nigeria. Nigeria is my country. I love my country. Yeah. And another thing I also want to, correct. When we talk about GMOs, people want to politicize it. This has nothing to do with President Tinubu. This has nothing to do with APC. It's important that we don't lose focus. Food concerns everybody. All of us, we eat food. Now, GMOs in Nigeria, we're talking about transgenic. When you cross organisms that are taxonomically different, you have a problem. What am I saying? When you take, let's keep it at layman's, forget all the scientific stuff. When you take genes from an animal and put inside the plant, you're already breaking the boundaries of nature. Ethically, that is wrong. In a normal situation, a fish cannot mate tomato. But we are breaking these boundaries in the name of science. And what people are not talking about is, okay, what will be the outcome in future? Because when you talk, they tell you, oh, I run a hospital. And I know the kind of diseases we see on a daily basis. Now, you're not going to literally link, oh, this person, this 18-year-old boy that is hypertensive. You're not going to say, oh, it's because he ate GMO. Nobody's going to buy that. I mean, in terms of research and all that, okay? But we need to look at glyphosate. If I take your blood samples now to the lab, I can promise you, that I can get the glyphosate residues in your blood samples. And I encourage Nigeria. That's why, when people come to the clinic. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I encourage, when people come to the clinic, we do your nutritional profile. These are not conventional questions people ask you when you go to the hospital. I want to know what you have eaten in the past 2 weeks. There's a reason for that. When I know what you have eaten in the past 2 weeks, if you have fed mostly on junk food, what do I mean by junk food? Fast food and all that, made from all this imported corn, soy food and all that, I can assure you 89% that you have glyphosate residue in your system. Now, the question is this. What is glyphosate? Glyphosate is the pesticide, herbicide, whichever one you want to use, that is used for growing GMO crops. Okay? Now,
so is it specifically for GMO? Is it just a broad spectrum?
Now, what is going on is that farmers are now using it to kill weeds.
So it's not just farms. For GMO?
You must use it if you're planting GMO crops.
But they also use it for non-GMO crops.
Nigerians, they're using it for their farms now, okay? But the organic farmers, I don't use Roundup.
So it should not be used?
It should not be used. Why? And I'm going to tell you why. Number one, before I get to that, GMOs, I tell people, are pesticides. Why do I say that? There's a definition. What are pesticides? Pesticides are an enormous group of chemicals designed to kill unwanted insects, insecticides, weeds, herbicides, rodents, and fungi. Many pesticides endanger human health or damage ecosystem, creating risk for companies to buy or produce food and other crops. Now, GMOs, for instance, the beans we just released, they are modified to produce their own pesticides, so that the pests that attack plants will not eat that. Now, that might sound good in terms of, growing the beans and all that, because of the implication to human health. Any plant that can produce its own insecticide or pesticide is automatically a pesticide. So, these plants, in a normal situation, cannot pass through NAFDAC regulation definition of food. And that is why it is not NAFDAC that is regulating GMO foods. It's another agency. Because if NAFDAC...
The National Biosafety
Management Agency. Now, the danger in that is this. NAFDAC, they have their clear definition of food. So, you cannot come now and start telling us that the GMO beans is food, when there's a clear definition of what a pesticide is.
My people, you get this one we need to understand. Both man and woman, we need to understand this thing. That this colonial system of government for Africa, they have successfully destroyed our health. they achieve their aim by destroying our health. Because now African man they die by malaria, African woman they die by malaria, the children are dying by malaria. When you have their doctor say what it cause, I go tell you say na mosquito. And the mosquito one our ancient father and mother have been living with for inside this Africa, when not they harm them because their immune system was so powerful. Their immune system was so powerful till they carry their go food, come they feed us for inside Africa here, come make us get health issue. Everybody come they die by typhoid and malaria. When you have they say what they cause typhoid, they go tell you say na the water when you they drink. Which water one they drink? Which water when they give me make I they drink? Which one I they drink for the ancient African when not they make me they get health issue? When not they make me they get typhoid? When not they make me they get cholera? But now they have this kidney problem, lungs problem, liver problem for Africa here because we don't achieve by destroying our health. Now so the matter be so my people when they take care of ourselves. These people they don't wound us. They don't wound us well. They don't scatter our head. As we did, all of us don't get health issue for this country now. Small picking of 5 years because they use lens. Everybody can they use eyeglasses. People are going blind every day. People they go blind now for inside this country. I can't see clearly, I can't see far, I can't see from a distance. What did do you? What did cause and what did they lead to all these things? What did they lead to all those things?
Okay, gbogbo wa nílé lóko lẹ́yìn òde àti wa ipa kó bójú ọjọ́ ṣeré. Mo kẹ́yìn ìyá, mo kẹ́yìn bàbá, mo kẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n, mo kẹ́ àbúrò. Èmi ọmọ yín olólùfẹ́ yín, ààyè ọpẹ́ yọ̀ṣẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ títí yín náà. Ní agbára lọ́wọ́ àṣẹ̀dá, ààyè ọpẹ́ àmọ́yọ́ fún wa lórí ọmọ, lórí ìdáwọ́lé wa. Òun láàyè ọpẹ́, òun ló máa fi máa yọ. Ìjẹ̀bú ṣọ̀fọ̀, léni ṣọ̀fọ̀ ètì. Ìjẹ̀bú ṣọ̀fọ̀, mo yọ ààrẹ mi, yọ ara mi o. Ìjẹ̀bú ṣọ̀fọ̀. A dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Elédùmarè, a dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ àṣẹ̀dá. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ ṣe máa ń sọ wípé tí ewé kan bá jábọ́ lára igi, wípé Elédùmarè mọ̀ sí. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ní igi tó wà lókè. Wọ́n ní àgbàlagbà ló mọ ibi tó máa wó sí tàbí ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ṣe máa ń pa. Mo mọ òwe yẹn, mi kàn fẹ́ máa dára mi láàmú ni. Tá fẹ́ gbé wá lọ́jọ́ títí òní. Ìwọ tó ò bá wò débi tó dé, ó máa miss a lot o. Eléyìí ló ń sọ wípé Ìjẹ̀bú ṣọ̀fọ̀. Ìjẹ̀bú ṣọ̀fọ̀ kí ni? Ìjẹ̀bú ṣọ̀fọ̀. Kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ dúró lórí ìran yín. Mo dẹ̀ kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tó jẹ́ wípé ẹ rí nǹkan tá à ń ṣe yìí gẹ́gẹ́ bí wípé a fẹ́ dógun sílẹ̀. Kó tó di pé a wọnú agbami ètò lọ, bá mi lọ ṣe cup of tea. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ wo èyí tá fi máa ń ṣe warm up wọlé náà. Let's go there.
My ex is not in our lives. I got married to this man at the age of 18. I was 18 years old. So literally, he was the first person I've ever been with in my life. At the age of 18, I was already a child. So imagine having to start my early 30s as already a single parent of 4. When I say he's no more in our life, I mean 100% non-existent in our lives. Wow. And this is a man that I had 4 kids with. And he doesn't have any other kids anywhere. But he does not care. Do they eat? Do they go to school? Are they sick? Do they need anything? He doesn't. My daughter is in 300 level, going to 400 level. He has never paid a dime. I think the only financial transaction that happened between me and that man in the last 12 years is 50,000 naira. Men are allowing women to raise men. I just mentioned I'm raising 3 boys. They do not have a male role model.
It's a lot.
So, you see, the most I can teach them is from my perspective as a woman. I do not want to use the word men have become weak, but truly men have become weak.
Yeah.
Men have become weak of responsibility. Men have become weak of manhood. And when I say manhood is not a private organ. Manhood is the sense that makes a man fully embrace his role as a man. It is that sense of I need to protect a woman. It is that sense of I need to provide for a woman. It is that sense of I need to be a responsible adult for my children. For a man to domesticate me, he needs to be an alpha male. He needs to surpass the average masculine man. Yeah. Because unfortunately, I see myself equal to the average man.
Mo rò pé gbogbo wa la ti rí èyí tí mo kọ́kọ́ gbé wá yìí. Dìmí. A kú oríire. A tún kú oríire. A tún kú oríire sílẹ̀ kan. Ẹ má jẹ́ n sọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀. Let's go there. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá rí fídíò tí mo fẹ́ gbé wá yìí, ẹ má jẹ́ ká fi ṣèbínú. Níṣe ni ká wò wípé tèmi ò bá lè ṣe táwọn ẹlòmíì bá lè ṣe, àdúrà ló kù kẹ́yìn fi tì wá lẹ́yìn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, ẹni tó bá ní àròjinlẹ̀ òun ló máa mọ̀ pé gbogbo eléyìí à ṣe torí ara wa. Àwọn kan ti jìn sínú ẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, eléyìí ló lè gbà wá, eléyìí ló lè mú wa kúrò nínú oko ẹrú. A fẹ́ẹ̀ débẹ̀ bọ̀ ìgbà wo ni mi ò mọ̀, àkókò wo ni mi ò mọ̀, bọ̀ kí ni mo mọ̀? Mo mọ̀ wípé lágbára lọ́wọ́ aṣẹ̀dá, a máa tó bọ́ nínú oko ẹrú. Let's go there, ẹ máa bá mi kálọ.
Èmi tí mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, ọmọ ìmáàmù ni mí. Ìmáàmù tó jẹ́ pé ó dájú everybody mọ̀. Torí ẹ̀ ló ní kò jẹ́ kí n lo àkáǹtì mi, tó jẹ́ kí n wá lo working account mi níbí báyìí.
Okay.
Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ first place nǹkan tó jẹ́ kí n believe pé Islam wọ́n fi ń rú wa lójú tó jẹ́ pé Islam wọ́n kàn fi ń gbalẹ̀ ní pé ẹ̀sìn yẹn kò ń ṣe ẹ̀sìn rárá. Dádì tèmi tí mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, ìmáàmù tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ nínú Ọ̀ṣun state ni, but mi ò lè dárúkọ ẹ̀, mi ì dẹ̀ lè lo àkáǹtì mi gangan torí tí máa ní kí n lo àkáǹtì mi ó máa di wàhálà sínú family tó jẹ́ pé èmi gan life mi lè wà at risk. Níbi tí Islam lè dé nìyẹn o, life mi máa wà at risk fúnra lára mi tí máa lo àkáǹtì mi gangan. Even dádì mi gan máa kọ̀yìn sí mi tó jẹ́ pé èmi gan mọ̀ nǹkan tó máa ṣe mí ní in the next 1 hour or 1 minute, mo mọ̀ nǹkan tó máa sáré ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi. First thing tó jẹ́ kí n believe pé Islam kò rí ni pé dádì tó bí èmi gangan tó jẹ́ ìmáàmù tó máa jí ní àárọ̀ kùtùkùtù, wọ́n máa gbé olúgbò, wọ́n máa gbé ṣé ń gbọ́ mi?
À ń gbọ́, go ahead. Ẹgbọ́n sókè à ń
Nǹkan tó jẹ́ pé Islam yẹn kò rí bọ́ àwọn tó ń ṣe Islam wọn ò ní fẹ́ believe pé kíní yìí kò ń ṣe ẹ̀sìn wa, kò ń ṣe tiwa.
Láti ibi olúgbò yẹn, dáṣẹ́ bá bẹ̀ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹjọ́ ẹ ṣé.
Yes. Nǹkan tó jẹ́ kí n sọ pé àwọn tó jẹ́ ìmáàmù, most of àwọn ìmáàmù yẹn wọ́n ní olúgbòhùn, wọ́n ní àṣẹ, wọ́n ní ilé tẹ́ pé àwọn gan tán bá jí báyìí wọ́n kọ́ máa fi ba ẹnu wọn náà kó tó di pọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ sí anybody. Torí pé wọ́n mọ̀ pé olúgbòhùn kí la fi ń ṣe ní ilẹ̀ Oòduà, àdúrà la fi máa ń ṣe, a fi máa ń gba àdúrà fúnra wa. But wọn ò ní sọ fáwọn tó jẹ́ ọmọ ìjọ wọn, wọn ò ní sọ yẹn fún wọn, wọn ò ní sọ fún wọn. Èmi tí mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ ìmáàmù dádì tèmi o, ìmáàmù ni dádì tèmi tẹ́ pé mọ́ọ̀sì 3 4 náà ní tẹ́ pé àwọn gan ti ń kírun fún wọn.
Ẹ sọ pé ẹ ti rí dádì yín níbi tí wọ́n ti ń lo olúgbòhùn, àgbọ̀ bíbẹ̀ yẹn dáadáa. Ìmáàmù dẹ̀ ni wọ́n. Ó kí dàbí nẹ́tíwọ̀kì wọn ni, tẹ́ bá ti ṣí máìkì yín ẹ ṣàlàyé ibẹ̀ yẹn fún wa dáadáa.
Ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá torí pé àmọ́ yín babaláwo tó jẹ́ pé
ẹ máa gbọ́ nẹ́tíwọ̀kì yín lọ, a fẹ́ gbọ́ dáadáa ni pé ẹ jí láàárọ̀ àbí lálẹ́ ni, báwo lẹ ṣe rí wọn ẹ ṣe.
Normal èmi tẹ́mi gbé dàgbà ni ṣèbí dá bàbá tèmi ni tó ń ṣe tẹ́ pé ìmáàmù ni wọ́n. Ẹ mọ̀ pé a ní nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ olúgbòhùn, a ní nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ àṣẹ, a ní nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ àfọ̀ṣẹ tó jẹ́ pé àdúrà la fi máa ń ṣe ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, bọ́ àwọn ìmáàmù ẹ wo irú bàbá tó bí mi báyìí tán máa jí, wọ́n kọ́ máa fi yẹn ṣàdúrà náà lẹ́yìn tán bá lọ wẹ ọṣẹ tán máa wẹ wípé wọ́n kọ́ máa fi yẹn ṣe àdúrà, wọ́n máa kọ́kọ́ fi yẹn ṣe àdúrà nù. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn? Wọ́n kọ́ máa fi àwọn yẹn ṣe àdúrà náà pé ó yá o, kéènì kó wà òkè o. Bọ́ àwọn tó jẹ́ ìmáàmù tó jẹ́ àfà, ìyẹn wọn ò ní máa sọ yẹn, wọn ò lè sọ yẹn fáwọn ọmọlẹ́yìn wọn. Wọn ò lè sọ, wọn ò ní sọ yẹn, wọn ò ní sọ láyé, wọn ò tẹ̀ lè sọ fún wọn. Tí máa ní kí n lo àkáǹtì mi gangan nǹkan tí life tèmi gan máa wà at risk níbi tí Islam tó burú dé, life tèmi gangan máa wà at risk. Kí ló dé jẹ́ pé àwọn èèyàn máa most of àwọn àfà kí ló dé jẹ́ pé wọ́n máa ń ṣe ògùn, bọ́ wọn ò ní belief, àwọn kíní yẹn wọ́n ti ọpọlọ àwọn tó ń ṣe most of àwọn tó wà lẹ́yìn àwọn àfà yẹn bí àwọn kí máa ń ronú ni mo kí máa like kíní ẹ wà disgusting gan sef. Bí àwọn kí wọ́n máa ń ronú ẹ kàn tẹ̀ máa ronú àwọn àfà yẹn wọn kí máa ń sọ bọ́ ẹlòmíì ti mọ̀ pé kíní yìí kò ń ṣe ẹ̀sìn bọ̀ kò mọ bó ṣe fẹ́ sọ jáde, ẹ̀rù ń bà because Islam yẹn ẹ̀sìn tó jẹ́ pé ó máa ń dẹ́rù bà most of people gan ni. ẹ lè attack àfáà mi báyìí pé kẹ́ attack ẹ̀rù gan máa bẹ̀yìn pé ṣé kò ilé òní délé kó lọ fi nǹkan gbé mi ṣépè ṣé kò ní délé nǹkan tó yẹ pé àdúrà náà fi máa ń ṣe nílẹ̀ Yorùbá wọn mọ̀ pé àdúrà náà fi máa ń ṣe àwọn sì kàkún pé ẹni tó bá ti ní ẹ wo èèyàn mi báyìí.
bọ́dà wa yẹ ká ṣe báyìí ṣé ẹ̀yin ò wá tọkùnrin kẹ jáde tán pé ẹ ṣe mọ́ kí lè rò kò sí nǹkan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣé mọ̀ pé àwọn ìbẹ̀rù tí ẹ máa gbọ́ àwọn ìbẹ̀rù tí wọ́n fẹ́ fi sílẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ wa náà lélẹ̀ ni wọ́n ṣe ń dún mọ́ wọn nípa ṣẹ̀ríà bọ̀ nípa pé bí gbogbo bá ṣe jáde tán bàbá ṣe ń sọ lọ́ máa fi mọ̀ pé kò sẹ́ni tó ń bẹ̀rù wọn ìbẹ̀rù yìí gangan ló fẹ́ fi sáyà àwọn èèyàn ní ilẹ̀ Haúsá wọn ò lo ìbẹ̀rù wọn pa ẹni tó bá fi dẹ̀ ni bọ̀ ìbẹ̀rù yìí tó bá ti fi sára àwọn èèyàn wa tẹ bá ti ń bẹ̀rù bẹ́ẹ̀ sì ní lè jáde ń bẹ̀ nìyẹn tẹ bá lè jáde ń bẹ̀ kò sí nǹkan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣẹgẹtì tẹ bá lè jáde ń bẹ̀ kò ń ṣe ẹ ní dáwà you are not alone you never walk alone ṣẹgẹtì tó Liverpool nìyẹn a máa kún yín lọ́wọ́ a máa support yín ṣẹgẹtì gbogbo ayé màmá ẹ máa gbọ́ láyé nǹkan tó máa ràn ní kò sẹ́ni kò fi bá yín tó fẹ́ pa yín bí a ti sọ nísìnyí gan tí Muslim bá gbọ́ kankan fún ẹni èèyàn kan ní àsìkò tá a wà yìí tó bá gbọ́ ẹyẹ kan máa rí 20 ìdí ni pé wọn lè máa sí nílẹ̀ Haúsá àdẹ̀ sí nílẹ̀ Àràbà ṣẹgẹtì.
olówó Èkó mo mọ̀ nǹkan tí mò ń sọ ẹ̀mí yìí mo ti
kò tí ì sí ìyẹn bọ̀ mi mọ bẹ́ẹ̀ kàn ṣe ń rò sí.
olówó Èkó mo mọ̀ nǹkan tí mo ṣe máa àwọn tó ń jẹ́ àwọn àfáà yìí wọ́n burú gan àwọn àfáà yìí burú gan wọ́n ń lo àwọn ń lo ẹ mọ̀ pé tí babaláwo bá fẹ́ jà ó máa pe òòṣà ó máa pe àwọn ń lò àǹjẹ̀nú láwọn máa ń lo àǹjẹ̀nú láwọn àfáà máa fi ń ṣiṣẹ́ mo ti pẹ́ bí tí wọ́n bí mi sí ni.
so ẹ̀yin wá ń bẹ̀rù àlùjọ̀nú tá a máa dè mọ́lẹ̀ tá a máa tà.
àwọn àfáà yìí burú gan mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ àwọn àfáà yìí wọ́n burú jù wọ́n burú gan.
Àkànbí ló wà ń bẹ̀yẹn ọ̀dọ̀ Àkànbí la di aláàmọ̀ èyí wá ń bẹ̀rù àlùjọ̀nú àlá àdèmọ́dọ̀ Àkànbí ọ̀dọ̀ Àkànbí ló wà.
àwọn àfáà yìí burú gan wọ́n burú àwọn àfáà yìí lórí ẹni òde ìlú àkáǹtì ẹ wo àfáà tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ṣé ń gbọ́ mi àfáà tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ẹni kúrán yẹn wọn lè ẹgbẹ́ ògùn fún wọn pé tán bá lo ọṣẹ rí tán lo ẹbu rí kí ẹgbẹ́ ògùn fún wọn pé kí ọjọ́ tán bá ti jáde kí nǹkan ṣe wọn.
o nídìí kan sọ pé ká gbé ògùn fún mi pé kí n fi búra mo mọ̀ ọ́n
ẹgbọ́n ṣé lóòótọ́ ni ṣe ti lo ọṣẹ dúdú rí ọṣẹ tẹ fi sá orí lóru rí alágò kan òru tẹ́lẹ̀ tún ṣe.
kìí ṣe pé bóyá.
ìmọ̀ọ́mù ẹni sùn ọmọ ìmọ̀ọ́mù ló sọ ti dáàdì ó wá jù sí yín ìgbà tó gbé mọ́ọ̀mù yìí ó mọ̀ pé jọ wà ní league of ìmọ̀ọ́mù papọ̀ ni ṣé lóòótọ́ ẹ ti lo ọṣẹ dúdú ṣé lóòótọ́ ẹ lo ọṣẹ dúdú rí ẹ̀jẹ̀.
ìkílẹ̀tì ló ṣe dúdú rí.
ẹ lo ọṣẹ dúdú ẹ lo àlá ń gbà yẹn ẹ wá lo ọṣẹ dúdú ẹ̀dẹ̀ wá ta wá ń bá nǹkan yẹn jẹ́.
àlàyé ni mo fẹ́ ṣe.
ìmọ̀ọ́mù ẹni sùn ẹ tún ṣe lè náà lóru àbí.
ó dáa ẹ wá jẹ́ kó wà educative kì í pẹ́ mọ ẹ mọ̀ jẹ́ kó wà instructive.
no àbò yín tá a bá serious àtúnṣe lè di.
ẹ làbọrú ẹ làbọyè ẹ làbọyè bọ ṣíṣẹ. Good morning, my people. I just want to ask you a question, quick question about Islam. Is Islam truly a religion of peace? One. Or it is a religion of peace practiced by violent individuals? Two. Or it is a religion of terrorists? I do not want to get involved in all this religious batching or something. But when something actually concerns you, when it affects your livelihood, it affects your life, it is important that we talk about it. 90% of the violence we are going through that is being perpetrated against Nigerians, by Nigerians and non-Nigerians, are Islamic related. 90% of the violence going on in Africa today, especially in the West African zone, are perpetrated by religious people who happens to be Islamic people. And the point is that when most of this evil are being perpetrated, the soft-minded people among them, the good people among them, they will never come out to condemn it, which makes them sympathizer of violent people. Yesterday, an Islamic guy entered a church in Australia. They do that every day. I mean, they attack people anyhow in England, so we are used to being attacked by Muslims, saying that they are protesting on anything, but they have to be violent in order for us to hear them. Enter a church and started stabbing people. A church. If that happened to any Muslim mosque, the whole world will be on fire with lousy people. Say, hey, what if she be for Muslim? What she be? My Muslim brother, my Muslim sister. Why is it that when evil are being perpetrated by Islamic people, Islamic people don't condemn it? When you say a religion is a religion of peace, it has to be peacefully practiced. It has to show, the peace has to transcend to other people who are non-Muslims. It is time that all Muslims, the good people in Islam, to stand up against violence, to stand up against terrorism, to stand up against imposing Arabic traditional religions and ways on other people. It is against the law for you to carry Bible and be preaching Christ in Saudi Arabia. Why should even the Western world allow them to be practicing Islam openly in the Western world when they don't bring anything good to people but violence? It's become, people are not talking. And people are not talking because the majority of the people in Nigeria who are Muslim are either afraid to complain against their own religion, or because they are supporting it silently. I was raised by two foster parents who were Muslims. They were good human beings. They never even forced me to go to mosque. Before I go to their because they didn't want to impose their religion on me because I was living with them. Why has everything changed? God bless you.
No other nation has authority over Democratic Republic of the Yoruba, sovereign territory, which is an independent sovereign nation since the colonial brainwashing arrangement called by Gilia is not a nation. Why encroach on indigenous Yoruba people's ancestral land? A sovereign nation, the colonial Elysian scheme called Najila, take not that. Democrat Republic of the Yoruba ancestral land refers to the Long's territory, and reside word says you're on into indigenous Yoruba people, where the rights of our ancestral land shall be protected to enshrine that encroachment. A nation is a large group of people united by common descent, history, culture, language, who inhabit a specific territory. Democratic Republic of the Yoruba is a nation. Democratic Republic of the Yoruba is a country. Illusion arrangement called Nigeria is committing acts of terrorism and encroachment on IOP assets, properties, and ancestral land. Indigenous Yoruba people's indigenous rights are non-negotiable. All represent titles of the colonial illegal scheme called Nigeria. Remove yourselves now from all properties and assets thereunto indigenous Yoruba people have the democratic republic of the old world. Indigenous Yoruba people have the democratic republic of the old, but has that reclamation, no tech vacation to do officials of the calendar or Aborigine. Steam car, my jailee, to vacate our sovereign land. Guide and decree of Almighty God, 2025 is indigenous. Durable People's Year of Manifestation, Year on Occupation. A nation is a large oak of people. You never dare come unbeset. Yes, the recropping the language who inhabit a specific territory. Democratic Republic of the Yoruba is a nation. Democratic Republic of the Yoruba is a country. Illusion Regina called Nigeria is complete. A plant lizard and a crutch nut ally. The assets of a dream and that's a snow.
Mo rò pé gbogbo wa láti wòye tá a gbé wá lọ́jọ́ títí òní. Ojú wo lẹ fi wò ó? Báwo lẹ ṣe rí sí? Báwo ló ṣe rí lọ́dọ̀ títí yín? Ẹ wo nǹkan tí wọ́n béèrè. Ẹ wo nǹkan tá àáfàá sọ. Ó ní kí ló fẹ́ kán máa ṣe. A lọ ń pa àwọn ìran wa. A ní tó bá ń bá báyìí lọ, ìran wa máa dàbí àwọn ìran tó jẹ́ wípé wọn ò lẹ́nu nínú nǹkan kan mọ́ bó ṣe lè wù kó mọ. Ẹ wo bí ilẹ̀ Kánò, ẹ wo bó ṣe rí nísìnyí. Àwọn wo ló ń rùlú wọn? Tó bá ń bá lọ báyìí lẹ́yìn 100 years, a máa fi ilẹ̀ wa máa fi máa pàtàn ni. Torí àwọn people yìí, gbogbo nǹkan tó ń try láti ṣe nìyẹn. Ìyá bàbá mi, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi àtàbúrò mi, tẹ bá rí wípé Elédùmarè ló ń gba ẹnu wa sọ̀rọ̀. Òun ló gbé wa dìde. Ìwọ̀nyí 10 years ago, 99% nínú wa a mọ̀ wípé a lè bọ́ta máa ṣe gbogbo irú eléyìí pé à ń jà fún ìran wa. Ojú yẹn ni màá fẹ́ jẹ́ ká fi wò ó wípé ọ̀rọ̀ ìjà kọ́ leléyìí. Gbogbo ọ̀nà tá a bá lè ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwọn òyìnbó ṣe ń ṣe. Òyìnbó náà nígbàgbọ́ wípé tóun bá kú òun tún ń padà bọ̀. Torí ẹ̀ làwọn náà ṣe ń tún ẹ̀yìn ṣe. Ló ṣe jẹ́ pé òyìnbó máa wà ní age of 80 years. Ó dẹ̀ máa plan nǹkan 50 years coming sílẹ̀. Nǹkan tó mọ̀ wípé òun ò lè dé bá, but ó mọ̀ wípé òun tún ṣì ń padà bọ̀ ni, tàbí àwọn tó ṣì ń padà bọ̀. Torí ẹ̀ ó ní gbogbo èyí tá à ń ṣe yìí o. Ìyá bàbá mi, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi àtàbúrò mi, tó bá jẹ́ nígbà àkọ́kọ́ tẹ́yin ṣalábàápàdé ètò yìí, ẹ má gbàgbé láti bá wa subscribe, ẹ má gbàgbé láti bá wa share, ẹ má gbàgbé láti bá wa fi comment tí yín sílẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin náà ṣe onígbọ̀wọ́ ètò yìí lọ́nà wo? Ẹ bá wa máa like ètò wa, ẹ bá wa máa fi comment sílẹ̀. Kódà gan bó bá jẹ́ pé ẹ̀kan kí wa ni wípé ẹ kú ètò, ara ẹ̀ náà lẹ ṣe. Mo ṣe ní ìwúre wípé a ní ṣe lásán. Bá ṣe ń sọ wípé a fẹ́ jí ẹrú, Elédùmarè kò ní bọ́lẹ̀ láti wá yọ wa o. Àwa fúnra wa náà la máa yọra wa. Lágbára lọ́wọ́ Elédùmarè, ọ̀rọ̀ wa lójútùú, ọ̀rọ̀ wa dayọ̀. Mo kí wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí wípé a kú bójú ọjọ́ ṣe rí. Èmi ọmọ yín náà ni olólùfẹ́ yín, Ayọ̀ Ọpẹ́yẹ Dr. Zabby Talk Show. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni mo wà ní gbogbo ìgbà lórí TikTok nísìnyí. Orúkọ wo ni mò ń jẹ́ lórí TikTok? Ọmọ Bàtálá 1. 1 as O for Orange, N for Niger, E for Egg. Ọmọ Bàtálá 1 lórí TikTok. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá wà lórí TikTok, ẹ má gbàgbé láti follow mi lórí TikTok, ká follow ara wa. Mo dẹ̀ máa ń ṣe live náà lórí Ọmọ Bàtálá 1. Bọ̀ alẹ́ bí time Nigeria time bí 10 o'clock ni mo máa ń sábà bẹ̀rẹ̀ live mi lórí TikTok. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ire o. God bless you. One love. Bye for now.